Well, welcome back everyone to yet another episode of Improv Bible Study here in the Junk Shop Library. Hope you've been enjoying this so far. Let's launch right into this and we will see what Genesis chapter 26 has in store for us. And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him, and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place shall kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out the window, and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac, and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how saidst thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldst have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them, and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also, and he named the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servants digged a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzath, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, Let there now be an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Art thou now blessed of the Lord? And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware to one another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came, and they told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said to him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beeri the Hittite, and Bashemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and Rebekah. That's it. Genesis chapter 26, the return of Fecal. Oh man, poor Abimelech. So poor Abimelech, who's got to be getting on in years at this point. Because, remember, he was already king of, the town when Abraham rolled into town with his good-looking 70-year-old sister that Abimelech married, only to find out later, when all of his womenfolk became barren, that she was in fact the wife of this sojourning centenarian. And he freaked out and gave Abraham lots of stuff and sent him on his merry way. Abraham going, this is just something we do. We just tell people we're not married because I'm afraid of getting murdered. And Abimelech said, take some apology gifts and leave, please. You and your sister. Abraham says, oh, half-sister. Wife, but half-sister. Well, the years go by and the years go by, and Isaac rolls into town. Abraham's miracle baby, all grown up. Isaac and his good-looking sister, not even 60. And Abimelech looks out the window one day and sees Isaac and Rebekah sporting. And takes Isaac aside and says, Mr. Isaac, why did you say she was your sister? I think what's to happen all happened before. Isaac says, well, I was afraid that someone would kill me and take her. And Abimelech says, ah! Ah! What is wrong with you people? What is with you? Go away, Isaac. Way away. I will make sure nobody messes with you or takes your wife, and announces a death penalty for anybody messing with Isaac or Rebekah. And Isaac proceeds to essentially do with wells what his father was accustomed to do with, I almost said idols, altars, just digging them all over the place. And every one he digs, somebody gets into a fight with his servants over, and they finally dig one that nobody else wants. And the city there is now to be called Beersheba. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the same Beersheba that's been referenced again and again and again and again and again. And then one morning, Abimelech and his friend Ahuzath and Fecal, the chief captain of the army, roll up. And Isaac says, what do you want? We had to move all the way to the valley of Beersheba, digging wells as we went because of your paranoid self. And Abimelech says, yes, but we haven't hurt you. And we're not going to. We're here to make a truce. Because you're rich and powerful and have lots of servants and soldiers, and we want to be friends. Isaac says, okay, let's do that. We'll have a feast and we'll pledge our eternal friendship. And so they do. And the next morning they pledge their eternal friendship, and Abimelech and Ahuzath and Phicol, the chief captain of the army, go their merry way. And Esau marries a local woman, a Hittite. 2 of them. Which makes Isaac sad. That promises to go well. We'll see what happens next in Genesis chapter 27. Come back and see us then. As always, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Oh, well, it'll be more over here now, won't it? And the playlist of the previous chapters should be down there. Y'all take care. Hit the thumbs up. Share these around with anyone you think might find them either amusing or informative. We will see you again soon.